She's one of the most well-known people in the US and a symbol of freedom. Additionally, we will be studying the Statue of Liberty in greater detail today. We are responsible for maintaining the flame of liberty. Tonight, we make a big show for everyone to witness. A ray of hope, a light beneath the countries. Situated in the harbor of New York, the Roman goddess of freedom is portrayed on the Statue of Liberty. Dedicated on October 28, 1886, at a grand ceremony, Liberty Enlightening the World is the official name of the statue. Initially a gift from the French people, Frédéric Bartholdi, a French sculptor, created her. The concept of a shared statuary is given to Édouard René de La Boulaye, a law professor between the Americans and the French. The statue was intended to honor the centennial of the United States and the shared values of democracy and freedom between the United States and France. But by 1876, she had only completed her right hand and light, and the American Centennial exhibition featured both. Lady Liberty, as she is commonly referred to, is depicted wearing robes. She holds a torch in her right hand, which is supposed to represent the light of reason. She has a book of laws in her left hand. That bears the date of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. From the torch's peak to the statue's base, she stands at 151 feet tall. The platform she is standing on doubles that height. The Statue of Liberty's copper skin is supported by an iron framework. By 1900, the statue's exterior had started to change color from its original copper hue. In the end, it was decided to keep the statue's patina intact. She is now the familiar, beloved shade of soft green. The same man who created France's Eiffel Tower also developed the statue's armature. Eiffel, Alexandre Gustave, the French, Americans, and other diligent laborers worked together till the statue was supposed to be constructed in France and transported to America by boat. Prior to the statue's construction, it was criticized that an American artist ought to create her design. In addition to that, it took years to raise enough American money in order to construct Lady Liberty's pedestal, halted the project's development for a long time. But on 1884's Independence Day, she was introduced to the Americans, was shipped early the following year, was finally opened in 1886 in New York Harbor. A large number of new Americans are arriving in the nation via boat. When they arrived, the Statue of Liberty greeted them. She became a national symbol as a result of this. The famous lyrics from a poem are written on her base. Give me your exhausted, impoverished, and huddled masses that long to breathe freely and greets those who come to the New World. At first, visitors could go to Lady Liberty's crown to have a view of the bay below, as well as ascending the torch in a narrow ascent. But since World War I, the torch has been off-limits to tourists. As the statue approaches its centennial in 1986, a number of repairs were made. The armature of Lady Liberty was entirely changed, making her stronger, and some of her skin was altered as well. Following the terrorist events in New York City in 2001, due to safety concerns, visitors were not allowed to visit Liberty Island or the Statue of Liberty, the pedestal, the island, and eventually in 2009, public access to the statue herself was restored. Due to Lady Liberty's reputation as a national treasure, she frequently appears on tourist mementos and in popular culture. She is neither menacing nor a representation of authority, is regarded as a ray of hope. Lady Liberty has seen history for far over 100 years, and now represents the American ideal of liberty. With joy and rejoicing, and with the hope that this lamp will never go out, I kindly request your participation in this symbolic act of faith. Ms. Liberty's torch being lit.